could go paragliding. Where's my mind? I have just found wild camels, and if I can do it, anybody can do it. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who may not know me, my name's Amy, and this channel is all about embracing change, getting outside, going for adventures, even when you're over 40. In my last vlog, I shared about how I was fed up of just sitting on my sofa, stuffing my face full of chocolate, and actually not really living my life. And around me are the beautiful mountains of Fujairah in the UAE, and I've got something very exciting planned. No idea how it's going to go, but hey, that's what's called living outside your comfort zone. Right, let's set up camp. Exhausted. I've only walked from the car. I haven't even set up a tent yet. Now, I am no hiker, or actually a camper, really. I haven't camped for years. With that said, I decided to buy a tent that apparently just, magically comes to life when you take it out of its bag. So it is a pop-up tent. Surely, even I can't get this wrong. Are there no instructions? Right. I don't really think that's a 4-man. I could go paragliding. Ah, straight out of the box it said. Just pops up it said. I'm almost a professional. Look at this. I mean, it looks pretty all right, doesn't it? Yes!
These mountains are estimated to be around 70 to 100 million years old, even older than the Himalayas.
Absolutely stunning. Mountains all around us, nobody here, and absolutely stunning views. Beautiful temperature, tent's up. Hopefully it'll stay up. And obviously there's not going to be any rain, so I think it's time for tea. Somebody's obviously been camping here before and has made a beautiful cooking area. Chai, and all that's left to do now before I cook dinner is just to relax.
A perfect place to quieten the mind, reconnect with oneself, and immerse myself in the raw beauty of nature itself.
Karak's finished, and now heading into that kitchen, and I'm going to cook up an absolute storm. So, in Amy's kitchen tonight, in the middle of the mountains, mushroom and ricotta ravioli with a sage butter.
It's absolutely pitch black, and all of a sudden I hear like this noise from over there in the middle of the mountain somewhere. Ow, ow. A little bit like that. It wasn't a duck. Definitely wasn't a duck. No idea what it was. And then I got myself very scared because I thought trees were people. And then I was convinced there was a flashlight flashing me on the other side of the mountain. So remote. But I think the trees are actually just trees. It is so nice to just pick up on all of the natural sounds without looking at a phone, even though I'm starting to think trees are people, and I've only had a cup of tea. I think I'm going to head to bed. I'll see you in the morning. watching the sunrise here is something else. And the way the light reflected off the mountains as the sun rose was absolutely mesmerising. Nice cup of tea. So nice just to wake up in nature. Completely different scenery than I'm used to in Dubai. Beautiful morning, breathing the fresh air and welcome the day. Cooking along nicely. And whilst breakfast was cooking, this happened. A train of wild camels.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is amazing. You never find this eating chocolate on your sofa. I'm telling you, you need to go outside. First, I've had sausages for breakfast, which were amazing by the way. And now, I have a camel staring at me. It's a bit of a standoff. It's all right, camel, you can come.
And what I didn't know at the time was this wasn't going to be the last I saw of this camel.
So I am almost ready for the hike. And it is about getting out of your comfort zone, but it's also about being sensible. And I know I am not very fit. I'm going to go on just a small hike and see how that goes. Anything that gets you outdoors in the sun, getting a bit of vitamin D and vitamin N, obviously, N for nature. And that has got to be good for your health, both mentally and physically. So I've got my little bag. I've got the hiking boots, so I'm already a professional, really. I've got a gooey thing, good for energy. Water, obviously essential. Got a buff. Every hiker needs a buff, apparently. Hiking poles. Just in case my knees remind me I have been sat on the sofa too long eating chocolate. Water, poles, buff, the gooey thing, and hopefully enough energy to go on a small hike. Let's go.
And it wasn't just camels that joined me on the hike. There were also mountain goats. So right now I am in the middle of a wadi. I camped between two mountains, and in between those mountains was a wadi. Obviously it's very dry at the moment, there's been no rain, but if it was a rainy season, which it's coming up to being rainy season in the UAE, I have a feeling that the water would swiftly run off the mountains into the wadi and I'd be standing in a river right now. So be careful of flash floods, guys. It's just stunning. Such a rugged landscape. And I would imagine very unforgiving in the heat and the rain, actually. Right, let's keep going. Whew. Come on. Just keep on pushing. So if you are somebody similar age to me, 45, unfit like me, wondering whether or not you can manage hiking, camping, anything outdoorsy really, you can, because I am testament to that. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's hard to imagine that once upon a time, many moons ago, that this was all seabed. Unbelievable, really. So I'd like literally be stood on the bottom of the seabed. Blows my mind. And somebody had come to say hello. Looks like I've caught up with the camels. Amazing. And I think this one here is the boss, because all the other camels are up that way. So I think he's protecting them.
middle of nature, wild camels, beautiful sunshine. What more could you want? Now, to some, this might not be a very high ascent, but for me, it is. I'm very proud of myself. And that's the thing about stepping out of your comfort zone. We all have different comfort zones, different challenges, and really it's whatever makes you feel good and feels like you've achieved something. And after the last few weeks I've had, I've achieved something. I'm tired now. So I've almost come to the end of the hike. I feel it in my legs now, but wow, what an experience. Absolutely stunning, and I feel so good, and it's always a struggle to think, oh, am I going to get too tired? Can I do it? And actually once you just get going, you start to feel so much better. I have just found kryptonite. I mean, now there is going to be no stopping me. I'm going to be up Everest before you know it. Kryptonite. Just call me Superman or Superwoman. Oh my gosh. Whew. I'm about to head back now to Dubai and leave this stunning, stunning backdrop behind. But I am almost obviously a semi-professional hiker now, so I'm planning on exploring more of what the UAE has to offer in terms of hikes, and most excited to come after some rain and see what the wadis are like. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Expect more adventures, more of me stepping out of my comfort zone, so I will catch you on the next adventure.